So you've started to notice the signs. Maybe your child doesn't look at you when you call their name. And maybe they flap their hands or walk on their tiptoes. Maybe they cry for reasons you just can't work out. And it breaks your heart because all you want to do is help them. You've spoken to your doctor and they've said let's monitor them and we'll review when they're 2 years old. And now you're waiting. But waiting is the hardest bit. Because deep down you know something is different. But you don't know what to do right now. And this video is for you, the parent that's in the waiting period. You don't have the diagnosis yet, but you've got questions, emotions, fears. And I want to talk you through it step by step so you can help your child right now. So let's start with signs that make a parent stop and think. And just remember, no single sign means autism. It's the patterns that matter. So you might notice you're calling their names, they don't respond. They don't make eye contact. Repetitive movements like flapping, tiptoeing, spinning, sensitivity to light and sound, trouble falling asleep, sometimes not even sleeping at all till the early hours, meltdowns that seem bigger than the situation, speech delays or unusual patterns like humming or repeating words. And if you're nodding to a few of these right now, then just know you're not alone. Many parents, including myself, have noticed these signs way before a diagnosis. But here's the important thing that you have to know and you have to remember. Autism isn't a tragedy. It's just a different way of experiencing the world. You see, your child's brain is just wired uniquely. So that just means that the way they feel, the way they understand, the way they see the world, it's different to how others may see it, but no less beautiful. So what happens next? Well, most professionals won't diagnose your child until they're 2 years old, some even later. And that's because they need time to observe milestones, patterns, and how your child interacts in different environments. But during this waiting period, you don't have to just wait. You can actually build a foundation, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Think of it this way, you're not waiting for a label to say they're autistic. You're learning your child's language. So let's talk about what you can do before the diagnosis. Many autistic children process the world through heightened senses. So sound becomes louder, light becomes brighter, touch feels more intense. So you have to start by creating a safe sensory place. It doesn't have to be fancy, just calm, predictable, and comfortable. So a place where you can dim the lights. It could be anywhere. Their room, maybe a corner in the living room, somewhere where it's just theirs. You see, my son, when he gets overwhelmed, he likes to go into our conservatory. And over there, we've got a little area made for him where it's comfortable, it's quiet. He can get away from all the noise. Obviously, during daytime, you can't, but during the night, the lights are all dim. He's got a comfy carpet, a little seating area, a blanket, pillows, plushy, soft stuff. And this is important to keep soft textures around your child. Sometimes when he's overwhelmed, we may play white noise or Quran recitation, soft Quran recitation, soft noises, soft textures, boring colors, repetitiveness. This is what keeps them calm. And especially during bedtime, weighted blankets, it's a game changer. I mean, I didn't discover it till a few years late, but when I take my child to bed to go to sleep, normally what he would do is stay awake till the early hours, or he'd wake up in between several times until I introduced weighted blankets. You see, what that does is it gives them that comforting feeling, like the womb-like feeling they had when they were in the womb. It's snug, it's cozy, it's safe. And this is important. Your child, their internal instinct is to keep them safe. So they want a safe environment because to them the world is more dangerous than how others may see it. And when your child has a meltdown, it's not bad behavior. Understand that they are saying, I am overwhelmed, I can't take this anymore. And what I do in that situation is I remain calm and allow him to just ride the wave. I try to get the room as calm as possible, as quiet as possible. And then when he's ready, I'm there to give him a hug. Other parents, what they do is they will go in and give their child a hug straight away and just communicate on a ground level, shoulder to shoulder with them. And if that works for you, fantastic. You just got to find what works. There is no real right or wrong answer in this. I'm only saying what I do. That doesn't necessarily mean it might work for you. What will work for you is what you find out through trying different things. You learn your kid's unique style or unique communication method or what works for them, their rhythm. And that's important because every child on the spectrum is different. No child is the same. There's no one set way of doing things. And you will learn that over time. It's like a new language. It's like learning code. But before you realize it, you've learnt it. And that brings me on to communication. Your child's not communicating. Maybe they're not saying a few words that other children their age have been saying, especially in our Asian community where there's cousins and so many cousins, let's be honest. They're communicating and your child may not be. But understand, communication isn't just talking. My child is non-verbal. Now, he has started to say a few words here and there, but his way of communicating is through physical contact. He will take me to what he wants. He will give me what he wants. He will refuse what he doesn't want. And we've learned that language. Without him talking, he's able to tell us everything. And we didn't even realize we've learned this, but like I said, you end up learning without even realizing. And this is another thing, by the way. Bedtime. When you take your child to bed, lie next to them. Dim the lights or just turn it completely dark. And talk to them. This was really, really helpful when it came to my child. Either myself or his mother would stay with him. We'd talk to him and he would respond back. Because all of his senses have calmed down, he can focus more now. He can focus better now. Because at night time, it's very quiet. It's very still. It's very calm. And that's the time that they, in most cases, will communicate even more. And when they do communicate, don't interrupt them. Join them. And that's quite key. Let them say what they have to say and respond as if they're using proper sentences. Because your child, although may not be able to speak, they do understand. Don't get it twisted. Don't think that they don't understand. They do. They just can't articulate the words yet. Presence. It's important to have presence in their life. What do I mean by that? Just being around? No. Actually being involved. If your child is lining up toys, line it up with them. Join them. If they're spinning around, what you're doing by doing that is saying to them, I see you and I want to be a part of your world. A crucial point. Children on the spectrum, they thrive on routine. Everything you do going forward, it's all about routine. You see, when my child was at that age before their diagnosis and all of that stuff, we were everywhere. And a lot of you will be just everywhere. Over time, we got him into a routine. I'll give you an example. It's bedtime. He knows he needs to get his pajamas. He needs to get washed. He needs to get changed. He needs to have his milk bottle. He needs to have his toy, whatever that is, for a bit of comfort. And he's off to bed. I've made a video on this, so you can have a look later on. But routine is key. You see, predictability gives their brain safety. And safety allows them to learn. Your child will resist. They'll stim. They'll refuse. They'll ignore your instructions. It's very normal. They're not trying to be horrible. They're not trying to be disrespectful. They're not trying to do any of this. It's not defiance. It's how they understand communication. So where you think they're being defiant, they're actually trying to communicate with you. Does that make sense? It's the only language their nervous system knows. So instead of reacting, pause, breathe, get down to their level, connect with them. Connection first, learning after. You need calm more in that situation than control. Don't try to control the situation. Try to calm the situation. And I'll be honest, this journey, it tests your patience, your strength, your heart. But remember, God chose you as that child's parent, which means there are qualities in you to be able to be that child's parent. and no one can do it better than you can. And for my Muslim audience, just a bonus key point. One thing I do, and I've never stopped doing ever since he's been diagnosed, and I wish I started before that as well, is I read Ayatul Kursi and the calls in my son's ear every night before he goes to sleep. And honestly, from a faith perspective, it has made all the difference. And I also recite it when he is having a meltdown. And overall, it gives him calm and it gives me calm as well. And one thing I want to mention to the parents. You see, you can't pour from an empty cup. Parents often forget themselves in this process. I've been there. We've all been there. So whatever your hobby is, whatever you like doing, even if you can hold onto it just even a little bit, because I know it's hard. You have to let go of 1,000 hobbies, 1,000 things that you like. You just don't have time. But even if you can do a little something that just replenishes you, it will re-energize you. It will allow you to manage and survive and just keep going. For me, that's writing. I've written the Walking on Tiptoes books. They're on Kindle if you want to check them out. It's about my journey with my autistic son from a Muslim father's perspective. I also write fiction, so horror, thriller, suspense. Again, it's all on Kindle. If you search M.A. Faisal, you'll be able to find it. Do check them out. Some of the books right now are free on there. Just for you guys, so you can just get a bit of time to enjoy, read, whatever have you. And if you do like any of the stories, feel free to leave me a review. It'll really help. And if this video helped you, please do share it with other parents that might get some benefit out of it. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button. Do leave me your comments in the comment section below. I do actually respond to every comment, and I do try and help where I can with whatever knowledge that I've got. I'm trying to build a community around autism, and it would be great if you guys could join me in that. Until next time, take care.